Hello and welcome to Family Yoga. My name is Amanda and helping me out today is my son Chris.
Hi.
We're going to start our practice today seated on our mat. So can you sit down, Chris? So put your hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Let's lift our shoulders up to our ears. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. One more time. Deep breath in. Lift those shoulders. Good job. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. And then roll just your right shoulder. Can you roll just your right shoulder? Yep, just like that. Now can you roll just your left shoulder? Is that your left shoulder? There you go. You can roll both shoulders forwards and both shoulders backwards. And then just wiggle side to side. Now today's breathing exercise is going to be a balloon breath. So for this breath, we're going to take a deep breath in, just like this. So make a circle with your mouth. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, you're going to imagine that you're blowing up a big balloon. Can you do that? So let's put our hands up to our mouth. So breathe in again. Try that again. As you exhale, begin to blow up that balloon. Oh man, that was tough. Can you try again? You think we can make it bigger? I think we can make it bigger. So hands up to your mouth again, deep breath. As you exhale, blow up that balloon. And now allow your balloon to just float. So let's rock to the side and to the front and to the back. And do that again, to the side, to the front, to the back. And then we're going to count to 3, and I want you to pop your balloon. So 1, 2, 3. Good job. All right, can we blow up one more balloon? Let's see if we can try that breath one more time. Now this breath is really, really good if you're ever dealing with an emotion that you're not quite sure how to handle. So you ready to try again? All right, I'm ready to try again. Let's take a deep breath in through that circle mouth. And then ready? This time the balloon's gonna make us float all the way up to standing. And then float around on your mat. And then this time when you pop, I want you to take a big jump and hop back down on your bottom. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I like it when you clap, Chris. I think that's a good addition. So now that we're sitting back on our bottom, roll your shoulders forwards and back again. Let's wiggle side to side. Good job. Now we're going to make our way into cat and cow pose. So for this, our hands come down to our side. Take a big deep breath, reach your arms overhead. Let's give it a clap this time. So inhale, reach your arms up, give it a clap. As you exhale, hands come down to the mat, roll over hands and knees. So from hands and knees, your back, Chris, you can stay right where you are. We're on hands and knees, our backs are going to be nice and flat. As we take a breath in, you're going to reach your belly towards the floor. Move into your cow back and say, moo. And then as you exhale, you're going to round your back into your cat back and say, meow. Let's try a couple of those. Inhale, belly towards the ground. Say, moo. Nice, Chris. Exhale, round your back and say, meow. One more time. Inhale, belly down towards your mat. Moo. Exhale, round your back and say, meow. Good job. Now let's stay in our cat and wiggle our tail side to side, stretching through your spine. Nice job. Nice. And then come back to center or to your tabletop back. So our tabletop back, our back is nice and flat. So if we were to put a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a cup of milk on our back, it would stay there and it wouldn't tip over. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, push all the way back so that you're in child's pose. So we're going to sit back on our legs and rock side to side in that child's pose. And then come to center. Pull forward back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog and say, ruff, 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 ruff. You got it, Chris. Now let's lift our one leg up towards the sky, stretching way up, and give that tail a little shake. And then put your foot back down. Switch to the other foot, reach it up, give it a little shake. Good, and put your foot back down. And now we're going to do a really challenging pose. This pose is plank pose. So we're going to shift forward. Shifting forward, you want your whole body to be nice and long, just like a plank. Good job. Can you hold it up? 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, push back into your child's pose. Once again, rock side to side. And then pull forward to your tabletop. Can we put all that together? You guys think we can put all that together? Do you think so? I think we can too. So starting here in our tabletop, inhale, reach your belly towards the ground and say, moo. Round your back and say, meow. Find your tabletop, take a big deep breath. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, find your downward facing dog and say, ruff, ruff. Nice work. Now walk your hands back to your feet. And we're going to find ourselves in forward fold. And then in forward fold, you're going to shake your head and your arms. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Good job. And now bend your knees. Put your toes out wide, coming into our frog pose. Now, in frog pose, we do something that's really fun. We're going to count to 3. And on the third one, we're going to say ribbit and give it a nice jump. Chris, can you show us? 3, 2, 1. Ribbit. Wow, good job. All right, let's all do that together. 3, 2, 1. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Nice. And now bring your heels back down to the mat, lift your bottom, find yourself back in forward fold, shake out your head, neck, and shoulders again. Hands come to your low legs. Can you? Yep, that's good. Can you touch your feet, you guys? See if you can touch your toes. If you can't, it's not a big deal. Bring your hands somewhere onto your legs. Lengthen your spine so your back is nice and flat. And then fold down. And now we're going to slowly roll up to stand. Roll through our shoulders. Good, Chris. Good. And then we're going to move into our banana pose. Do you know how to do banana pose? Yeah, it also could be considered crescent moon. So for banana pose, we're going to reach our arms overhead. Big stretch up, reach up to the sky. And now let's stretch, over to the right. Back to center. Over to the left. Back to center. And now we're going to move into rocket. So in rocket, it's very similar to chair pose. Can you show me chair pose? Bend your knees, hands at heart center. Good. But now our arms are going to come back behind us. Squeeze your triceps. In rocket, we're going to count to 3, and we're going to give it a jump. Can you show me, Chris? In 1, 2, 3, blast off! Nice. Can you try that at home? 1, 2, 3, blast off! Nice job. We're going to land in our mountain pose. Can you put all that together? How about you at home? Can you put it together?
1, 2, 3, blast off!
Mountain pose at the back of your mat. We're going to take a big deep breath, reach your hands overhead, and give me a clap like this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit back. Nice job. Arms sweep back behind you. Squeeze the backs of your arms. And then 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Good job. Back in your mountain pose, nice and tall. One more time, reach your arms overhead. Show me a clap. Bend your knees, chair pose. Excellent job. Breathe in. As you exhale, fold down. Hands come down to the mat. Walk out to plank. Excellent work. Drop your knees to the mat. Find your tabletop. Belly reaches down towards the mat. Moving into our cow back. And what do we say, Chris? Moo. Round your back into cat back and say, meow. Find that neutral spine. Press back into child's pose and rock side to side. Good work. Come back to center, pull forward to your tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the mat, and we're back in our frog pose. You ready for frog? All right, 3 jumps this time, you guys. Ready, set, and go. Rivet, 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 and then drop your knees to the mat again.
And I jumped too. We both jumped.
We did both jump. Let's cross our ankles, roll over, have a seat on your bottom. Feet are gonna be out in front. And as our feet come out in front, I want you to sit up nice and tall. Can you sit up nice and tall, Chris? Good job. Bring your hands back behind your thighs. Lower until you feel your belly working. Do you feel your belly working? Yeah. Can you lift up one foot? Put it down. Nice work. Can you lift up the other foot? Put it down. Nice work. Can you lift up 2 feet at once? What do you think? Oh my gosh, yeah, just like that. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Put it down and wiggle it all out. Now we're gonna do one more of these. This time we're gonna sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Can you sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat? Yeah. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, feet flat on your mat. Hands are gonna come up. Get your oar ready, and let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Other side. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Good job. Whew, that was a lot. How are you feeling? You ready to relax? Okay, so let's step our feet forward. Hands are gonna stay behind your thighs. I want you to slowly lower onto your mat. So once you're down on your back, wiggle your toes. Can you wiggle just your toes? Wiggle your ankles. Good job. Wiggle your legs. Wiggle your arms. Wiggle your hips. And now imagine that you are ice cream on a hot day and you are starting to melt, melting into your mat by letting go of your toes, letting go of your legs, letting go of your hips, let go of your arms, your shoulders, and your head. And then close your eyes. And be very, very still. Imagine yourself that cool ice cream puddle on the ground. Take 3 deep breaths. Good. And now just let yourself relax with your eyes closed. Notice how the air feels on your skin. Notice what the ground feels like underneath your body. Notice how your body feels today. In this place, you're safe. In this place, you are relaxed. And just rest for a moment more, quiet and still. And now, take a big deep breath. Fill your whole belly with air. As you exhale, let it go and let your eyes open. Begin to wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Come back down. Roll to one side. Press yourself up to seated. Good job. I hope you're feeling good today and you enjoyed that practice. We always end our practice by bringing our hands together at heart center and saying namaste, saluting one another for such a good job on our practice. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Namaste. Thank you guys. See you next time.